For life, for life.
If you've watched many of my videos, you know I'm not an AEW fan. But am I some WWE tribalist? Nope. I'm judgmental and not a fan of most of the stuff that they do either. They suffer the same problems that AEW does, just without all of the backstage drama and public gaffes, the terrible, all over the place booking, and lack of any kind of stories with any substance at all, etc. No, WWE is just boring. Very boring and very soft. But both companies are. It's like they've lost the concept, or in Tony Khan's case, never had it at all, it seems, of what pro wrestling is supposed to be. Pro wrestling, first and foremost, is characters. Sometimes funny, sometimes based in reality but exaggerated greatly, and sometimes just straight up larger than life. If you can present a unique gimmick that checks one or more of these boxes, that's the kind of talent that can propel your business to another level in professional wrestling. And timeless Toni Storm is just that. In the same old soft and oh so stale and boring cookie cutter wrestling business these days, Toni is bringing something unique and entertaining. She's giving an actual reason to watch the AEW women's division with her first of its kind 1940s Hollywood starlet act, complete with her very own butler and universe, even in black and white. It harkens back to the originality of characters like Goldust and Broken Matt Hardy, two of the greatest characters and performers in the history of the business. On an episode of Dynamite early in the timeless character's development, Tony Schiavone even said, "She may act goofy sometimes, well, a lot of the time, but when the bell rings, she knows what she's doing." So these days, having a unique character, a real wrestling gimmick, is goofy. That's a real frickin' problem, guys. And it's exactly what I'm trying to say here. Enough of the cookie cutter bullcrap. Goofy and over the top is what wrestling is. The near universal praise of the timeless gimmick is well deserved. And let's not overlook how flawlessly Tony is able to pull it off. Maybe there's just a true lack of individuality and character in today's locker rooms that can't do what Tony has. She suffered the same issue most of them do. Very samey, very boring, nothing that stands out. But now, with this timeless character, it's clear her acting, both her line delivery and her physical acting, is superb. She performs this character well, and this character brings out the best in her. And as soon as one lays eyes on her, you're reminded of Marilyn Monroe. I'm willing to bet, though, that in both AEW and WWE's locker rooms, there are talents, probably many talents, that have everything it takes to do exactly what Tony has done over these past few months and transform themselves into characters that can revive this industry and become reasons to watch these television shows, man. You turn on Raw and it's like you're watching Saved by the Bell. You've got the goth, emo kids and Judgment Day as your pouty heels, and then there's a bunch of baby faces that love each other. It's disgusting, man. There's no real badasses in wrestling anymore. And there's very little actual individuality. I don't tune in to wrestling to watch two generic, samey guys or girls fight an admittedly scripted fight and have it presented and treated like it's a shoot with no real story to it, no drama to follow to give a good reason for a fight, other than, I guess, a W, another number, a notch under your W column, and maybe another meaningless scrap of gold. You know, there's endless title belts, so those don't mean anything. Your Japanese audience might like that kind of stuff, but not America. American audiences, and I'm sure our British friends as well, we want characters, man. Characters. If I want to watch a fake, rigged fight and be lied to and told it's real, I'll just watch UFC. At least they haven't broken kayfabe yet. No, wrestling isn't so much about the matches. In wrestling's peak in the late 90s, it was referred to as soap opera for men. Now it just feels like there's just it's all about the matches. Let's get back to what made pro wrestling great. And I'd like to thank Toni Storm for being one to set us in that direction.